That is, I like that call from you, Jared. We probably should have had it a little bit sooner. Three has been bodying up on the dribbler a lot. I think that we probably should have had a technical foul, maybe even a double technical foul on those players just to calm them down. I think, Jared, you were coming in to call that technical foul, and then we had another whistle before that. And I don't know what happened, if that whistle was just to try to calm things down. But based on the technical foul that we had in the first half for the profanity, we could have warranted another technical foul. So now we've got some issues going on with between 12 and 3, and we really haven't addressed it yet. This is when we had the previous foul, that was our prime opportunity to shine between the three of us and get a technical foul on both of those players, because then we came back down. We had another situation where we had two players get together and we didn't address it. Brent, we just had another situation where we had some players. We had 12 and 3 talking to each other, on a foul. 3 fouled 12, and then we tell them to stop. We've already gotten to the point where we don't need to talk to players. That's an opportunity where we should have got a technical foul. But if we would have handled it 3 plays earlier, we wouldn't have the situation that we just had right there. You look at this tape, guys. I want you to look at all the contact on the dribbler that we have when White is playing defense. They're putting a lot of hands and body in black. I know they're down by, it's more than a 10-point lead, and White is working really hard to get back into the game, but we've got a little bit too much contact going on, and we haven't really taken care of business like we should. Brent, that's a good call on three White. He has an issue with guarding players. He's initiating contact with his hands. Now he's initiating contact with his lower body and upper body, leaning on players. He started with 12 and it was on 15. Now he's guarding 1. I think when he is guarding the ball dribbler, we need to make an effort to see he's fouled him again. Good save right there, Jared. Richard, good offensive player control foul. Definitely, it was the player was there. It was secondary defender. The player went right through Black. You had a patient whistle with that, so I like that call. We're probably about we got 6 minutes and 32 seconds. We probably should have had a timeout 4 minutes ago where both teams could have calmed down and chilled out, and we could have got together as an officiating crew, but we weren't afforded the opportunity to take a little bit of a break and kind of recharge the batteries, because we went through a little bit of a rough spot right there. I know when you're looking at this video, you're probably shaking your head like, yes, we did go through a little bit of a rough spot, and we got through it. Jared, that's a good secondary whistle with the body bump. I know you had to come all the way from Lee to get that call, but White has been playing aggressive defense on the dribbler for the entire second half. So it's common knowledge for us to pick up on that. We've done a decent job in the last 3 minutes since now, but Richard, I would like for that foul to have come from you. If you would have stepped over it, I think you got a little straight lined on that and didn't really see the entire play. But good pick up there, Jared. Richard, when you look at that that play on video, I don't know if that was a contact foul that we should have. You probably have the best angle on that, and I think that's just more of the sequence of events that we've had here in the second half with White making a lot of contact on the dribbler and stuff. So we'll have to look at that and see if it was a good call or not. But I think based on what we've had throughout the second half, and that contact foul legitimizes itself. I don't necessarily think that we need to have a conversation with 34 about it. Like, we just call the foul, go report, and you go stand in your line. Man, look, stop bumping the guys, stop putting your hands on them, and then we won't call the fouls. Brent, that's a good call. Like I said just before, White is playing aggressive defense. They're biting up Black, so we're being consistent down here on the end where Black has the ball. The foul count I think it's 12-3, which doesn't look really good, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to deal with it and stuff. So. Only thing we can really take away from that sequence there is you don't have to even acknowledge 41. Just report the foul, go. We'll put the ball in play for free throws, and then we're done with it. I don't know if anybody heard the language that was dictated by 32, but it might have been the same situation that we had in the first half. The only difference is that they probably didn't hear it all the way down on the other end of the floor, but we heard it down here in the group that we were sitting with. Brent, when you look at yourself in this last minute after that timeout, your 5-second count got a little quick when we had some pressure going on in the backcourt. I would like to just continue to have the same consistent count, and I think that would have worked out a little bit better. Rachel just mentioned something about that body contact foul that you have based on the score and the time in the game. We probably would have come better by just letting that go and letting White take possession of the ball and go up the court because, you know, they're not in really a position to win the game right now. That's probably a little bit of a game interrupter.